Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you're joining us from. Thank you for joining the 2020 Yidan Prize Asia-Pacific Conference. Before we begin, I would like to first go through some housekeeping reminders. Today's virtual conference will be conducted in English and is being recorded. We'll be able to share the recap through our social media channels. To make the conference more interactive and engaging, we have 3 poll questions you can participate in by clicking on the link you see or scanning the QR codes when they appear on the screen. And we encourage you to submit questions at any time using the Q&A chat box in the menu bar. We will address your questions during the Q&A session, and we will go through as many questions as time allows. We are keen to hear from you, and if you have any inquiries, please contact us at conference@yidanprize.org. Thank you very much for your attention. And now may I invite our founder, Dr. Charles Chen Yidan, to give his opening remarks. Dr. Chen, please.
Okay. A very warm welcome to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in from where you are right now. Despite these challenging times, we are coming together to share ideas and discuss our experiences. It's incredible that we can connect easily with available technology, but many of us still do not have ready access. We have better means to exchange ideas and learn from each other through online platforms. But what should we do to bridge that gap so learning does not stop for those without resources? We face increasingly difficult times as the COVID-19 pandemic throws our daily lives into disarray. Social distancing, travel bans, school closures, and ongoing debates on equity issues in global education. We are confronted with many questions about our society's well-being, and today's topic aims to take our thinking even further. We want to look into what the future might hold for children of today and the generations to follow. We have experienced many challenges, responded to these, and adapted and tested our approaches in recent months. We are here to share our experiences and learn from each other and to identify areas for improvement and plan our next steps. Remember, there's always hope. What so many of us around the world are experiencing now reminds me the story of my grandmother. During difficult times, through wars, famine, and poverty, what mattered most was family and her unconditional love for my younger father. Back then, there was no anxiety over test scores. There was no need to worry about schools. Education was a luxury. My grandmother could not read or write. She cared for her son, like many others in the community who did the same. They did not have any training from school, but they knew education was important. They supported their children and ensured learning could continue, though mostly in an informal setting and at a slower pace. Fast forwarding to the world, we know today economic conditions have generally improved, but inequity prevails. Learners are facing increasing pressure due to perceived competition. The pandemic seems to be adding to this pressure, but it does not have to. We must look at ways to think differently and understand that education is not about getting better scores than those around you. It's about discovering and unlocking that potential or gift that we are blessed with from when we were born. For those of us who have fared better in the growth story in the past decade, now is the time to give back and provide support to others. It's heartwarming to know that there are great examples for us to learn from. Looking ahead, we know that if we endure and work together, we can inspire hope and create opportunities for our communities. We will hear later from experts who have investigated system-level issues in education, as well as passionate change makers sharing their experience in the field. We hope that our discussions will spark new ideas, drawing out insights from different perspectives, and help us to understand which strategies work best and actions we need to take going forward. It's a great pleasure putting this wonderful group together here today. In partnership with the Center of Asian Philanthropy and Society. In particular, I would like to thank Lonnie, who chairs the center, and to express my deepest gratitude for the Minister of Education from Indonesia, Mr. Nadiem Makarim, for honoring this occasion as our keynote speaker. Thank you also to all the speakers at our conference today for your valuable time and generous sharing. As our learning community grows, our collective effort will bring deeper impact to where it matters. Together, we can create a better world through education. May I wish you all an enjoyable conference. Looking forward to learning with you and exploring new ways to build an inclusive platform for meaningful initiatives and collaborations. Thank you very much.